Okay, so when you open Creo, the first thing we're going to do after setting your working directory is click on New, and under the file name there we're going to type the word Dice and then press OK. Once it loads up, we spoke about these being work planes and how they represent different pieces of paper. The button we're going to press most often is the extrude button, which is right at the top of the screen there, and my mouse is highlighting on it. I'm going to click on that. The screen at the top there will change, and then I'm going to click on the top plane. When that happens, the screen spins round and we're now looking directly down on the top plane. From here I'm going to go to rectangle and click center rectangle. That opens up, it's changed, my cursor's changed. I'm going to click once in the center and once out. Now I'm going to purposely make a rectangle just to show you the next bit. So once I've clicked that, so it was once in the middle to start, once again to end. If you make a mistake, so for example if you end up with more rectangles, the easiest thing is to go back to undo at the top there and just undo them so you've just got your one rectangle. Making sure now the arrow is selected, we can change these dimensions. With a rectangle you will always get 2, so I'm going to change that one to 50 and this one to 50. If you only get one dimension, that means it's already a square and all 4 sides are the same. Next I'm going to press the refit button just so I can get this into my screen, and then press the OK button. Now this is 3D, even though it doesn't look like it, it has gone orange, so it does symbolise that it's gone 3D. If I hold down the scroll wheel, so that's the middle button on the mouse, and just move this, we can now see it's 3D. And we can see an arrow here pointing that it has gone 50 above that work plane. So if I put it into isometric, you can see there, I'm just scrolling in with the wheel, it is above. What I want to do is change it to symmetric, and now that 50 has gone 25 up and 25 down. It means our plane remains in the middle, which is really handy for this point. Once we're happy, we press OK, and I'll press refit. So there's the cube created. The next part of the dice is to add on the dots. So I'm going to start with the top, I'm going to press extrude, and I'm going to click on the top. Now what I'm going to do here is select the circle button, click in the centre and pull out. Back to the arrow, and I'm going to change this dimension to 8 and press OK. So we've set the dimension there to 8, and at the moment if I spin it round it's coming up above, so I'm going to press the arrow and you'll notice it's changed to remove material, and I'm going to change the depth to 1mm and press OK. So now we've got a 1mm hole in there. I'll go back to isometric so you can see that. I'm now going to do the other 2 sides for the front. I'm going to leave the other 3 sides for you to do. So I'm going to click on extrude and I'm going to put 4 dots on this side. So I'm going to go circle and I'm going to draw 1 circle in this top corner here. So if you imagine we've got this cube is divided into 4 using these 2 lines, I've drawn 1 in this top corner here and I get some dimensions. Now we want all the dots to be the same size, so we're going to change that to 8, so I've just double clicked on it. Now the dimensions are 12.5 because that's half of 25, and for this one it will be 37.5 because we've taken 12.5 off the 50 height. So that comes in like that. Now you could sit and draw this 4 times, but there is a quicker way. If we highlight that, so I just clicked and dragged around it and I press the mirror button and click the vertical line there, I get 2. If I repeat that and then click the mirror button and click the line that says top, I've now got 4. I can press OK. I'm just spinning it round. I'm going to do the same as before, so remove material, 1mm, and click the arrow. So I've now got them going in that side, 4 and 3. So on this one, I either need to do a 5 or a 2. So we will do the 2. So I'm going to click the extrude, and this time I will draw 2 circles, roughly where I want them, and then use the resize feature. So double click on that one for 8, 12.5, 37.5, and the bottom ones here are both 12.5 and 12.5. Once I'm happy with that, I press the OK button. My mouse is on it now. I'm just going to spin it round. I'm going to do the exact same. Remove 1mm, change the direction, and press OK. So we've rounded off. Sorry, we haven't rounded off. We've added the dots to that side. I'm going to leave you to try and work out how we add a 3 and a 6 to the other sides. The next bit is to press round, which is at the top here. So I'll click on round, and all I'm going to do is hold down the control key on my keyboard as I select these edges. So I'm going to select every edge, spin it round. So that was just using the scroll key again. Make sure I've got them all selected. I've missed one out here. And I'm going to type in a number of 8 and just see what that looks like. So 8 looks okay. And press OK. So we've now got a dice rounded and we've got dots on it. And from this view it looks correct. If we spin it around the back we can see where we're missing the dots, which you are going to add yourselves in a bit. So we're going to go to isometric, which my mouse is now sat hovering on, and press refit, and then I'm going to press perspective view and just tilt it a little bit there, and we can scroll down. The next bit is to add some colours to this. So we go to applications, render studio. Now you can have a play about with this as much as you like. I'm just going to keep it nice and simple. I'm going to use the appearances. I'm going to pick and do a red and a white dice. So we're going to click the red and click dice. So I click the red, click dice, press OK. The whole thing will now go red. I'm then going to find a white colour, and I'm going to click this time on the dot. So if I want to click more than one dot, I have to hold down the control key, press OK, and zoom out, and there's our dice. Now you can play about in rendering for quite a lot of time. You can go into other things. There's woods, for example. So under the under the where it says metals, the library tab, I've got woods, and I could select a wood, cherry, and you could click and see what it looks like with cherry, just as a practice.